Hello and good morning. You join me in the Mondeo. Today we are off to Brands Hatch to go and see some mini racing. Okay, I'm just sitting in the queue of traffic to get into Brands Hatch. I can see the Brands Hatch sign for the very first car park, and in front of me is an absolute ton of minis. I am very excited to be back here again this year. Last year was the first time I'd been in many years, and it was a cracking day. So if you do get a chance to come down to this, or you're here, you'll know it was awesome. I just want to say a quick thank you to you all for watching this, and today's episode has been sponsored proudly by my cup of morning coffee and my wallet. So please share with your friends, and let's make this an awesome video. Taken 10 more steps, and what have I walked into? I walked into a Twinkam. This one belongs to a guy named Justin. A nice chat with him about what he's done with the car and how he's got it. I'm going to have a meet up with him at some point in the future and go for a little run. My first run in a Twinkam, but it's just such a tidy build, this. Even inside. The old bucket seats, colour coding on the roll cage to the engine bay, the dash. In there, get some shade. That's beautiful. Such a tidy build. Quite possibly the coolest rocker box I've seen so far today. So, am I correct in saying 998 turbo?
998.
Pair of Dunlops on the front.
Yeah.
The turbo's a side mount.
Yeah. That's a.
What size turbo?
That's an R34 Skyline GTR turbo.
And why not? R34 GTR turbo. That's
So ceramic ball bearing.
Yep. I bet it's interesting to drive.
Yes.
Yeah. Got to be honest, there are far too many cars here to actually go around and see them all before the racing starts. They don't let you in till 9 o'clock. Racing starts at 10, and by the time you've chatted to a couple of people, the clock has ticked away. So just going to try and make my way down the main part, if you can see here. Try and walk past some of these, catch as many as I can, and then let's go and see some racing. don't quite realise that that's a Sprint, and I didn't until such time as you see it, and the 10-inch wheels look big. That looks like it's got a body chop and a hood chop. Got the Norfolk Mini Owners Club here. Essex Mini Club. Woohoo! Way down into a little known part of Brands Hatch. Not everyone seems to know this is here, or at least they don't try. I'm walking in the tunnel underneath the racetrack to get from the main building where all the Grand Prix stands are over to the paddock. And there's just great echo. I don't know if you can hear the echo, but it's a brilliant echo. The boy loves it in here when we come in. The first thing he does is shout. But let's go and see what we can find in the paddock, shall we? Again. Well, that was very cool to be allowed to go out and film on the pit wall. Well, at least nobody said I couldn't. So those minis are really fast. Okay. Oh, one coming past. Let's take a little walk over into the paddock, shall we? 40 psi.
40 psi did that. Yeah,
the 998 turbo?
Yeah, it went very well for
I bet it went well for about, I don't know,
37 seconds.
37 seconds, yeah. There we are. Exhaust manifold on that. And the long runners. That's a nice tidy build of the Twinkam though, I have to say.
What, sorry?
Nice Twinkam build, I have to say. It's
Thank you so much.
very tidy. So I'm building one myself at the minute, but I'm not there yet. I'm not here yet. But the engine is, but the rest of it ain't.
I've got a road car as well.
Have you?
With the same engine.
Nice. How many ponies does this run?
195.
195 from a what? 1380?
1380, yeah.
Woo. I assume race cams and gas flow, big valves, the lot.
Everything, yeah.
Everything you can imagine.
Yeah, it's all in there.
Bloody hell. Stuff of dreams.
It's all in there.
There are so many well-built race cars here. It's magic to see. Just taking a little walk through the paddock now, and I'm down by Mighty Minis, which are basically standard minis that you go racing in. The Acaso A5 Billet A-Series block with a CAD Gen 3 head on the top. That's a 5 main bearing block A-Series. Mates onto the original gearbox and transfer casing, and at the minute they're just working on with another interest, a sequential shift gearbox as well. Nice lightweight flywheel. Is it the twin plate flywheel that's on there? The multi-plate clutch, so that's the standard one. So it's a splined end, not just a taper. So that's half of the Mini problem solved for chattering on the flywheels. Well, that is a lovely bit of kit, the A+5 billet block. I wish I had the budget to buy one, but if you're in a form of motorsport where the rules aren't so specific like Fastest Mini, then that's well worth having. That is, it's a lovely bit of kit. Don't know if you can see down there, but it's blown the head gasket out from in between the block and the head. That is a K20 in the front end of a Mini. Spaceframe with aero. There's a lot of aero at the back there as well. It's a really nice build though, very, very tidy. Looks like maybe a Quave sequential gearbox as well. Beautiful bit of kit. It's a JTS Sequential 5, so that is a 5-speed Billet A series gearbox. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, we reverse over here. And it's a Honda diff, and no drop gear, no idler drop gear. Crank straight to gearbox. Sequential shift.
Or the option.
Literally every option you could possibly want.
The option to run a manual gear shift.
Or a manual gear shift. You can flappy paddles or a manual. Well, there you go. Who would have thunked? It's I don't know how many years now since the Mini was launched, and yet still people are developing stuff for it. A Billet 5-main bearing block and a Billet gearbox. Don't get me wrong, not for everyone's budget, but if you're in motorsport and you're looking at spending a lot of money regularly building up smashed up A-series parts, I've got to be honest, that's possibly a worthwhile investment. Anyway, that's enough looking at cars that are static. Let's look at some cars that are going meow. So this is an original from back in the day 970S racer with a Arden 8 port on it. It's featured in Mini World, if you can see the date on there, August 25. And if you want to pause it, there is the history of the car, but it's been done as was in the day, and little things, getting the weight as low and as close to the centre as you can, beam axle on the back. That's a real lovely little piece of history there. Yeah, it's lovely to see. That's not something you see every day, is it? Innocenti 120L. That is very, very unique, but I'll bet, in fact I can already see, Mini subframe. And I can see the tie bars for the front, and it's a Mini gearbox. That is lovely. I've never seen one of them in the flesh before. Just about seeing there the interior, it's hard to really catch it, but very, very, very cool piece of kit. Very, very shiny, very tidy. It's hard to see in here, but the interior is lovely. Nice bit of colour coding. And then at the front, what you didn't expect, is that an R1? Yeah, Promotive R1. A Yamaha R1 engine. Tucked nicely into the bay. And with the bonnet on, you'd never even know. I'm not entirely sure he's in the right place, but this is Kenton, and he has made it look lovely. That is a Vauxhall 2 litre, basically drag car. It's got a roll cage, carbon dash, and he's been doing this for a very long time. Most of you should know this car. But yeah, quarter mile minis. Now this I know. This is Alex. Alex is in, or was in, SMAG, Southend Mini Action Group. He's had this car for many, many, many years. Miniman 86, there he is. Yeah, it was rear-ended a few years back, had a nasty bit of damage, but it's nice to see. It was repaired. He did manage to keep it out of the scrap bin, and it's still going. It's a lovely car. Alexander converted. It's all the personal touches you get sometimes. There it is. The wind is blowing in, I can feel it. There's possibly a bit of rain coming. It's I'm out on the grid at the moment. They do a lunchtime grid walk, which is very, very, very nice. You've got all of the historics sitting here. I'll just spin it round so you can see them. So, a little bit of posing in front, and you can wander around and really see it. This one here, probably a replica, but this is what I would call Willow 2. So this is the X now Swift Tune, but it's probably a replica of the original car from racing back in the day. So it's very, very cool to see. If you say in the seat there, can you see it if I zoom in? Nick Swift. So it is the X Swifty car, which is really nice to see. There was a couple of people who come and see down here. Whether you can get a chat with them or not, I don't know. But a few of the cars that I wanted to see, they have now had car issues and had to go. I know there was someone was suffering from a misfire. But yeah, it's kind of cool to be able to just wander around here. There's another one of the Swifty cars. If you were ever go out racing a Mini, you'd have to say that the historics would be a good place to look, wouldn't it? There you go. That's seen some life, hasn't it, that car? Look at this lot. But this is a really cool thing with the Brands Hatch. getting out and wandering down the grid. Oh, of all the cars here, there's one I really specifically want to come and see because it's the only one like this that I've seen on the grid. I don't know the difference between an Elf and a Hornet, but it's one of them. Look at that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's a Wolseley Hornet. There you go. Wolseley Hornet. Look at that. Mark II Wolseley Hornet. The only one on the grid. Look at that. These are really well presented cars. So they're all done to a spec rather than a price. They're all the same and the racing is really, really, really close. I like that some of them still have the back seats in them. That's cool. Here we are at the end of the grid. Here we go. This one's seen some life, hasn't it? So that's one of my favourite parts about the racing at Brands. They've done it for the truck racing. They've done it for the historic F1. You could come out and have a wander down the pits. It's really kind of like a cool little thing, getting in amongst the cars on the actual grid. And so it's only open for a little bit, then they'll close it off, and everyone's got to go back to the sides and watch the racing. Just bumped into a friend who is a marshal, and just prompted a little thought in my head there to say, you know what, thank you to all the marshals, because without you we couldn't actually have motorsport. All volunteers. If you're interested in marshalling, there is a website which I will try and put on the screen. But yeah, thank you very much, Martin. Thanks for stopping for a chat. Nice to see you. Thank you, Orange Army, for making motorsport possible. And let's get on for some racing. So I'll quickly say, for those of you who've never been to Brands Hatch, how much of a blind corner this first corner is. You are up and over the top of a hill, and then it falls away behind you, back down here. And I am standing roughly where you would turn in, as you can see by all the black tyre marks here, to this corner, and you can't see where it ends. You can't see where you're going to come out. You are blind over a crest. If you can sort of see here, hard to see, but the track actually dips in the middle of the corner as well, and it disappears off around the corner. You don't know where you're going to be until you actually get to the apex, and then you hope you're in the right place. So I'm all the way over here on the gravel trap, and I still can't see the exit of the corner. It's a real thrill to get that corner right and to zoom back up the hill towards Druid's Hairpin. If you ever get the chance, well worth it.
Back mark up on the run down towards 30s, but they're still holding on for the time being, and to be fair, they might not be far away from Woodrow. He's away for 2 minutes left within this race, and he's going to very much be on for a podium now after that 15-second mark. Unknown reason he kicks a bit of the dust up through the exit class curve. One in there. This just shows how much Nathan Heathcote is definitely.
Just taking a wander around the pits. There was a good race in the historics, but one of the historics came sideways into Paddock, had a bit of a wobble and ended up barrel rolling, and it got a bit smashed up. So I was trying to get some footage of that, but unfortunately, no go. They had it all covered up, which I do appreciate. Obviously, you don't want to show off the damage to your car, do you? So yeah, driver was okay. Driver got out all right. Miglias are on now, so let's see if we can get some good video of the Miglias. It's really hard trying to catch footage through the fence, unfortunately. So I'm going to go over the bridge into the middle and see what we can see.
Joining this lead battle, so it's going to have more pressure from more cars.
I love seeing how closely the Miglias run together. It's awesome. Here they come round Paddock, all close together, and then you lose them for a second. Here they come round. Go on, boy. Here they come. Oh, still side by side fighting it out. Side by side down Paddock. Has he got him? Oh, in the gravel. Oh. Oh, yellow flags, yellow flags. But these lot are still going. Oh dear. Well, it stayed the right way up. It's always hard to capture the racing from inside the fence, but it's been a cracking Miglia race so far. Shame we've ended up with one in the gravel. They're just running past me in a second now as the safety car comes past, but they are on it. Back under green flag conditions.
Now I think you would quite enjoy these races. They are absolutely cracking, but it is a win for Aaron Smith in the zero. Incredibly well-driven defensive race, and held off in the zero car to win that race. Incredibly close race.
So I popped back into the Jim Lyons car, which had the head gasket poking out the side earlier. I just thought I'd see how it's getting on, and it's just run, and it was. Go on, say, what was wrong with it?
Well, can't see really. We had an issue with, I think possibly the headstand might not be as tight as it should have been. And obviously it was a lot of power, a lot of compression, a lot of boost.
A lot of boost, and
it just found the weakest link.
Find the weakest link, blows it out the side there. But
you might have modified the head gasket.
Yeah, because you've got to recut the holes, haven't you? Yeah.
Cut the position of these holes, line it all up. And to be fair, the labour was about an hour and a quarter. It took us an hour to modify the gasket, and the head off was half an hour, the head on was half an hour.
That's amazing work for
real team, you know.
I know how long it took me to screw my one together, so that's pretty impressive work there.
Hot when we took it apart.
Yeah, and I see all the fans on it.
Lots of burnt fingers.
Yeah, but you're running going to be out in the last one.
Racing at 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Lovely old job. Well done. Good jobs. Obviously, specialist components, Twinkam, but with a very custom filler neck. Making note of that because I've got to do a job very similar. Very, very, very nice build that. I know I keep saying those words often, so sorry about that. Bit of a dink in the rim, but I'm sure I'll get it out for the final race. That's a lovely sight to see. Surprising how far they have to stick these out to get the air filters on them. Something I have never seen before, a manual clutch conversion. It was an SH engineering, I think he said. It says on the top there. There we go. So it goes on the back of the clutch pedal, pokes through the bulkhead, and a nice simple little pivot to operate the clutch. A little bit heavier, but as he says, if I show you inside here, it joins onto the clutch pedal just here. There you go, straight through the bulkhead. You could move it up and down if you needed to, but that is such a simple solution for the clutch pedal. It's my favourite thing of the day. It's not often you see something that you've never seen before in a Mini that you didn't know existed. There we go. Should add, this is the Ben Norfolk car. He's had a few issues running today. The gear selector was playing him up. It actually cracked inside the car, so he wasn't able to select gears without the shifter trying to wiggle around and move. So it's a very, very, very tidy done car. But yeah, that feature down there, currently my favourite thing of the day. Ouch, that's an expensive fix, isn't it? Held up alright, but oh dear. The driver alright? Driver okay, yeah? That's all right. That's what we like to hear. The last thing you expect to see in the paddock is an old Bentley like this. But if you've got one and you can use it every day, why wouldn't you? Back out on track. Look at these go. Jin's moving his way up. Turbo twin cam. Off for filming on the pit wall. Apparently you're not supposed to do that without a media badge, but I mean, I did. I'm a great believer in do it first and ask for permission afterwards. Anyway, let's go to the other side of the pit. Here we are, strolling back through the secret tunnel. That was a really good race. Some good speed from them Spaceframe cars. Yeah, it's been a good day. Looking forward to the next race now. Let's see if we can get a better vantage point to see some racing. Okay, the BMW mini race is done. I was going to film it, but I'll be honest, it wasn't what I was here for. So it's good to see them keeping the competition up. But they're not as exciting to watch in my view as a classic mini. They tend to stick to the ground a bit better than they do anything else. Is the Mini 7s and the 7S class, and yeah, they are very entertaining to watch. I'm going to go and find a better vantage point. We've had an off. And he has a bit more of the inside line. He does lose a bit of momentum. Oh, hopefully they slow this up a bit. Slightly better start already. She's going to be passed by another 20 machine down towards the first corner, and they all like to fight for position in towards Paddock Hill Bend. Danny Harrington is already up in the 4th, maybe 5th as they run side by side up towards the first side of half here. And the FR trail back.
side, go on son. God, yeah.
I do like it when you manage to see a driver ace a move around the outside of the Druid's hairpin. It's a brave and bold move, and sometimes you end up in the barrier, as I think that other guy did. But yeah, the 7s are a real good one to watch. Something that's always fun to watch is the angle these cars manage to get at turning, how much they actually slide around Paddock Hill Bend. Here they come, 366.
It's a very fast charging 193 of Dunlop round. That is
Ooh! Lucky escape.
to really make a move, but at the moment our leader
for the last part of the day, the parade lap for all those who came down. Here we go. As you can see, and no doubt here behind me, the parade laps are still ongoing. There is, like, they've done a second batch, and now I think this is going to end up being a third batch of people that are going in for a parade lap. And goodness, this is a much busier day than I was expecting. More people! Hey. So waiting for the next lot to come round. Yeah, they're just loading up the next lot onto the track now, and I'd imagine there'll be another lot after that, so mental busy. Just want to say, if you took the time to come and see me today, thank you very much. It's nice to chat about the Mini, and to hear there are people outside of my house that are excited to hear my project. excited to hear about my projects and my progress. Also, thank you to the people in the paddock with race cars that took the time to let me get pictures or video around the cars. I know you're busy people, so thank you very much. I'm going to walk across here. Thank you very much. And as I walk out the gate, if you've got this far, thank you very much for watching. And I will see you on the next one, whenever I get there.